Taurus, welcome back for your mid-month reading. Welcome to all the twins and those of you who are coming over from YILDIZ readings. Okay, if you are wanting a booking, you can go to the link directly below. And if you haven't subscribed and you wish to, feel free. We do live sessions at YILDIZ readings during the month. So any psychic downloads I get for the Twin Flame Collective, I do give live. And I'm also going to be doing lots of other videos with numerology, ascension, how to work through with your blocks, the mirror. So bear with me, come and join the crew, and I'll see you on the other side. You guys have a very interesting energy coming through, and it can be due to the fact that we've had many planets really triggering us at the moment, and especially from 2018. You do appear in your energy to be quite exhausted, but there is a karmic ending coming about. And again, whatever your twin is going through, it is either at a high or light vibration affecting you. And the reason I say a high or a light vibration, it very much does depend, number one, what wave you are. Number two, how developed you are. And also how well you've mastered the frequency within yourself to maintain being grounded through whatever is going on with them. Regardless of communication or not communication, you will receive, once you are plugged into your twin, the energy. So, you know, be it you choose to be with the soulmate or your twin, regardless of that factor, your energy frequency, you know, I have attempted in the past to cut the cord. Energetically, you can come to a place where spiritually you can calm the frequency when you're feeling the trigger points. Your energy is quite exhausted at the moment. Now, that's what's coming through here. If it hasn't happened yet, pre-warned, okay? So if you're at that higher frequency, you may be able to maintain that. But if you've been at a high frequency for a while, you can become fatigued. So try and keep as balanced as possible. In general, you might be moving into the month not so much in a sad frequency. You can be actually using your crown chakra to help you see the bigger picture. So you're in the 5D at the moment. In the 5D, your energy is almost getting stuck in the 4D. And the reason I'm saying that is because your first card is that you feel you're waiting in vain. Okay? But you're not at the frequency of being in melancholia. So you're intuitive enough to know what this is, but something you may have heard may have triggered you. Again, looking at the 3D sometimes can impact you. Hearing situations through the grapevine or picking up on the frequency can affect you, and it takes you into that 4D realm. 4D realm is when our soul energy can come to a place where, how do I put it? It's a bit like being a psychic. You can walk into a room and energies can tag onto you. Very similar to that factor in the twin flame journey. Being mindful of the energies and the way you control and flush is very important. So although you are aware intuitively on the 5D that this is a spiritual connection, at the same time, you know, you hearing something and feeling fatigued, what can happen is we can get demonic attacks, right? Because we're falling into that egoic state, which then opens our vessel, so to speak, for energy vampires, toxic mindsets. So, you know, raising your frequency is quite important. The way you're probably going to be doing this is dealing with the fatigue. Any downloads you get, any triggers you get, address them. But this is a part of a transformation. Now, if you do have a lag in your energy, this is very normal as well. The lag in the energy is due to an upgrade. And I did say in 2018 that the new year in theoretical levels sort of felt like it was going to start in March. So you may be getting an upgrade prior to moving forward, so to speak. But this is a karmic cycle ending, okay? So any stress that you've had might have been due to maybe your twin being with another person, or this could have been an ex on your side and you're having a purge. It can be connected to you having to really grow very fast as a human being as well. And it's, you know, the growth in yourself has been huge. don't overdo things. It may be due to the fact that you've been overdoing things, working yourself to the bone to try and gain the consistency, but in some shape or form, your egoic state in the 4D is telling you you haven't achieved enough. Again, when we're being made to slow down or we're struck and we're ill all of a sudden, this can really be something saying, not that it's a no, you're going too fast and that divine help is there. A lot of times, especially from a manifestation point of view, we don't actually need to work so hard. I explained this last year. It was like, if this is a bill and we know this is waiting for us and it's over here, yes, the reality is that's waiting. But what universe can give to you when you release the hold on that mindset of that's the tunnel and that's all I'm going to get, what does then happen is universe provides you with tools to actually address that, and it's magically resolved. And yeah, sometimes it can be as magical as winning lotto. Other times it can be people that owe you money. That money can then come in and then you can deal with that. Have faith in the universe and the tools you have within you to actually achieve that, but you do need to get your frequency up. You may be experiencing headaches. Again, I feel you're having too many downloads and it is a sense of an upgrade at this point. There can be people around you that are triggering you, and especially for those of you that do have children, it can be quite a rebellious energy. But at the same time, this can even be yours where, you know, you may be really, really, really pushing to get something completed when energetically your higher self is saying, look, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. Slow your energy down. If something's meant to fall to pieces, it's meant to fall to pieces. Allow that karmic end to end. And just trust that everything turns out fine. You can be very cross with yourself, but you can even have this energy directly connected to your twin. And this can be affecting you. You may have learnt an aspect of a truth which is really triggering you, and it's made you quite unhappy. It may be a truth that you're directly telling yourself about your twin. You know that self-talk we have? It's like, they're never going to come back. This can be about another person, about a karmic. Maybe fear-based frequencies that if they were in a relationship, that they've found somebody else. But you're trying not to think about it and you're guided not to. That's your advice, okay? If that has come through for you, tune out of it. Your twins energy, again, quite focused on finances. You guys are bouncing back and forward with this energy, but I feel if you're reaching a completion on yours and you're learning something new about, how would you put it? Safety in numbers, I'm hearing. Safety in money. Building Noah's Ark. Building a pyramid. And everything needs to be perfect and aligned. It's like sometimes us micromanaging our journey can actually hinder it. And it's not to say that if you're in dire needs of finances, etc., that it's wrong in the way you're dealing with the conflict. It can also be people quite needing heavily on you at the moment and it's impacting your frequency. Together, the way you do feel, however, is you just feel the world's against you right now. And it can be just in general, is this ever going to come together? There can be conflict on both sides or directly together. But I'm feeling more this is an external frequency that is impacting you. There's also can be people around you that are quite jealous, either directly connected to your loving connection or in general towards you and what you're both doing and micromanaging. It can even be the way in which you're feeling about each other at the moment, and you might even be looking at the social media and getting quite triggered. However, I do feel your twin does have a person around them that's been quite manipulated. They're feeling blocked energetically. It's a purge that they're directly having, I feel, in a situation that has well and truly ended, but they keep getting dragged back to it. If they had financial ties with the karmic, it can be a lot of conflict going on there, especially with the cards surrounding it. But there is a lot of conflict in relation to this ending that they're trying to complete. It is making them very agitated, and I'm feeling a very angry energy. But they're trying to be very balanced, okay? They're trying to really gain this balance back, and they're trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I do feel that they are going to come to a point where they're going to regain the strength, and they know they've got all the tools they need to actually achieve this. But they are tired of the conflict. Now, if they had direct conflict with you and you guys are trying to communicate, having patience during this time through to March will help bring the balance back into it. Both of you are fiercely independent, although both of you had this ideal of what relationships were, and both of you very much in your chakras are mirroring each other completely. Now, for you, Taurus, I do feel you energetically need to focus on the light, the higher realms over the lower realms, and it might be due to what's going on with you. This can really be, yes, there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel. It can be if you're having an upgrade, your light body is being activated even further. It can even be causing nausea for some of you. Your twin is similarly doing the same thing. You know in your higher self that this is so. Now, you may have heard that this ending is coming, but you're exhausted and you're like, God, you know, how long is this going to take? What's going on? This can even be a financial dynamic they're dealing with. You might have even heard things through the grapevine or noticed internally a difference and a shift. You appearing to be coming from the darkness into the light. Your twin is losing faith, but this isn't in you. This is in a way they were living, a way they were doing things. They're not surprised that this is happening. They hoped, okay, if they have children, it's because they were trying to do the right thing. And children's come up quite a bit in this read. That's not for all of you, though. Also, they knew that they couldn't trust this person with what was going on. I'm seeing some of them might even be having contracts and legalities that aren't going quite according to plan, and they're losing more than they thought. Yeah, ending of a connection. Now, this connection can be anything, as I said. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be a contract at work, and they're losing it. So, again, I am feeling at the moment where it stands. Now, do come through, obviously, for the live sessions for any of the psychic downloads I do get. Although this directly covers you as a twin and how your counterpart is looking at you, these energies with the downloads I get can shift very quickly. Also, if you are wanting a booking, you can go to the link. Otherwise, I'll see you during the month.